Well, hello there, Stinky. It's more Game of Thrones, but it comes with a big caveat. So, there was no episode yesterday, because I'll be honest with you, I was going to scrap it. I was going to bin it, because you might have noticed the performance is god-awful. Really just unplayably bad. Now, I've installed a performance mod. I've enabled the foundation mod's pruning, which I didn't enable originally because I thought it might affect the history files or whatever, but I thought at this point, fuck it. I mean, we're desperate. Let's turn it on. And I've also tried to, emphasis on tried here, to put the game through a save game pruner, which didn't really work for me at all. I genuinely probably spent an hour trying to get this program working in some mad, desperate attempt to fix it. The program is so buggy and so prone to crashing, I couldn't get it to work. If anybody else has got it to work, if it works on your PC, maybe it's like a .NET frameworking problem or like a Windows 10 problem or whatever. If anybody has ever gotten this program to work, it's just called like CK2 Save Edit. Please let me know. I'm happy to put the save game out there into the world if anybody can prune it and try and see if it'll run slightly faster. But that might not be what's causing it. It might just be the fact that we have a few bad mods in the pack that are slowing it down massively. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to give it half an hour. If it's still running like shit after these new pruning tools have come into effect, the mods need a little time to tick to, you know, actually prune the courts and to see those reasonable changes. If that hasn't worked within half an hour, I think we're just going to have to drop the series, and I'm sorry to say that, but it's meant to be unedited on this channel, and I can't justify us playing another episode where 30, 40 minutes goes by, and it's been 2 months in-game and nothing's happened. It's just not fun to play, and it can't be fun to watch, right? So I did let a little time tick, but I was interrupted, very fortunately, by our good man Bran getting a claim on Winterfell itself. 229 gold down the shitter, but in exchange we get a claim on the High Lordship of Winterfell. So I'm fairly happy with that one. Current Under House bar start. We're going to see if we can fix that, and we'll just see if today things move at a better pace. If they start to move at a better pace, I'm happy to keep it going. If not, it can get in the bin, and we'll play a game that isn't as slow. That's not a good start. Oh, God. Now, if you remember, as a bizarre side activity here, and I justified it the way all movie studios do when they have any sort of time travel, especially self-fulfilling cyclical time travel, is we're going to try and diddle the Three-Eyed Crow, because he has a unique bloodline that will give us unique decisions that you can only undertake if you have that bloodline. Otherwise, the entire society is pointless. So our character can see the future, and it makes sense that if she diddles the Three-Eyed Crow and it's successful, she saw herself doing that in the future, so that's why she'd do it now. And that's called bullshit, but that's the reason we're going to do it here. So we're going to try and win him over. We're going to try and endear ourselves to him, and then we're going to see if we can have a babby be formed. His babby be formed, specifically. Let's go for whatever is going to give us the most points here. It's surprising how often Green's here, the Three-Eyed Crow, and I find ourselves debating theology when I visit. I suppose it was inevitable, given that we have two wildly different beliefs. It's Faith of the Seven. I suppose this is, Brynden Rivers, isn't it? There's a Blood Raven. He's a Targaryen. He became the Three-Eyed Crow. So I suppose he might have Faith of the Seven? I guess so, yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense. He's only 178 years of age at that point. The Targaryens were very much, you know, entrenched in the Faith of the Seven and whatever else. So that does kind of make sense, I suppose. Because of our high diplomacy, we can tell him to piss off. We're going to have to win him over a lot more than that, though, if we plan on Babby being formed. Now, we were still in the middle of scholarship focus. We're kind of waiting for that to end, so that we can move on to the seduction focus, so that we can, again, fulfill a prophecy I've made for the purposes of us being able to fulfill it. It's genius when you think about it. Also, apologies today if my voice is a little ruined. It's 3 a.m. as I record this, because I was trying to fix the save, basically. Rimworld series has ended, so I got a lot to do with that regard. Is that louder than usual, or am I just going mad? It does sound very loud. The money coming in, that is. So maybe I'll turn that down very slightly. Yikes, that is loud. Good God. Let's just go ahead and do, like, maybe one of those, huh? Maybe crank the music a bit, though. Game of Thrones mod. Oh, maybe not that far. Has a... You see, that's, like, slightly off. Why are you doing that? Game of Thrones mod has a banger soundtrack. They're all over the place in terms of volume, but I'd rather listen to that than the sound of money falling in our pocket. Though, is there a sweeter sound? And luckily, we finish the scholarship focus here. You're finally certain, absolutely certain. There are things that you understand that lie beyond the ken of normal women. If they knew, oh, if they knew, but it is a task of scholars such as yourself to keep and preserve things in secret. We're agreeing here. Again, I thought this was very justified. If we pick Devoted Keeper of Elder Secrets, we get nothing. We get nothing. Because that's all about tech points, and we live in a world where there are no tech points. So we're going to become a weird scholar. And maybe that's another good justification for becoming even closer with the three-eyed crow. Yeah, it's 3 a.m. and also it's currently 31 degrees in my room at 3 a.m. because we've ruined the planet. We live in a hellscape now and everybody's on the verge of death at all times. It's very unpleasant to do my job, and I hate it. So let's flip focus and I'll cheer myself up by diddling an old man. Hello, old man. We can't seduce him. Why? He needs to be in Castle Black. Sorry. He needs to be in Castle Black. And Castle Black needs to be owned by us. And we must not be in command. Or he is the vassal or below us. Right, that's a problem. Because that's just basically made my entire plan worthless. And alright, well, she clearly did not see that in her future. It was just a dream. It wasn't a green dream. It was a regular, plain old boring dream. What the hell are you talking about? The gods of Yeti reformed? I mean, that wasn't what I was expecting, I won't lie. The ancient gods of the Yeti religion have attained great power. Rather than abandoning the old ways, God Emperor Chai-Ji Bao, the most powerful priest, have decided to reform the gods of the Yeti in order to ensure the spread of the worship of the God Emperor. Well, that doesn't sound fun. What did you reform to have? No matrilineal marriages. They can raid infidel neighbors. They can take 20 lovers and 20 consorts. Women are entirely excluded, so women are just done for here. And the head of the religion is worshipped as a god. The religious head is him himself. I mean, that's basically how it goes anyway, because he is called a god emperor, in the, at least according to the people of ET. That doesn't seem too far from what it normally is. Weird. Anyway, we'll carry on. Ooh, shit. Eddard's education is complete. Oh my god, what a character, though. Holy shit. This kid is incredible. Brilliant commander. Powerful. Formidable fighter. The highest possible. He's honest, like his mother. Maybe honest to a fault. But he's honest. He's honorable. He is erudite. He's brave. Stubborn. Is objectively bad in the CK2 world, but maybe not so bad. Stubbornness and persistence are two faces of the same coin. You got to consider it like that. There he is, little Eddard. Very much takes after his grandfather in that regard. A mighty warrior. Honest, honorable to a fault. Stubborn. I think that's right. You are my queen. Stubborn to a fault, I think is absolutely correct. Erudite, maybe not really. Got a bit more book smarts than original Jon Snow. Getting kind of Aragorn vibes from him, you know? And he is unlanded. And I think there is land we have to get for our son. And I think that is to put Eddard Stark back in Winterfell. What a story that would be, rather than Arena Barstark, whoever the hell she is. So let's continue on with the fabrication. I mean, look, it's still a 38% chance per year to fabricate a claim, right? So fingers crossed at the rate we're going, it will work. It will be fine. It does seem like it's picking up speed, you know? I'm a little bit surprised. At the start of the month, it hangs like all hell. But it does seem to be going a little bit quicker. Maybe my changes have made some sort of relevant impact. Unfortunately, the save game is still bloated. Because the Game of Thrones history is so long and so complex. The save game comes with all of that, unfortunately. If I could find a way to strip that out, we'd be golden. We'd be able to play this series non-stop. So that's still my game plan. That'll still be something I try and do behind the scenes. But honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised that this has worked as well as it has. Except for a Maester. Do we need a Maester right now? We don't need a Maester. Honestly, I'm going to unfavorite it. I don't think she'd go for it. She's a zealous, you know, priest of her religion, and now a weird scholar too. I think of inviting the Greens here. No, it's a waste of bloody time. Honestly, sod him. Unfortunately, we can't. No. We'll meet in private for deep discussion. I mean, she'd still be interested in becoming friendly with the three-eyed crow, right? He's the mystic. Sorry, she's mystic and zealous and a greenseer herself, part of the old gods. This guy's like a living legend, you know, like the living manifestation of the old gods' power. How is he Faith of the Seven? What, is he like skeptical that the old gods exist? The man's part tree. Oh my god, Daymax is now ridden into battle. Rhaenyra. Just a random Mantarian which is like a eastern, northeastern Valyrian woman. Just like just this low-born lady. She's the wife of Prince Asanos. So sister-in-law of the current king of Astapor. What the hell is going on? Valyria has... I mean, this is weird. Weird, whatever's going on over here. Fair enough. I mean, carry on. Yeah, no, don't bother me with such news again. We don't care. I think Jon Snow would have had an inherent interest, given his father was Rhaegar Targaryen. Our current character's grandfather was Rhaegar Targaryen, but it's getting, you know, very diluted. And I feel like the focus has not been about the Targaryen aspect of things like it was in the TV show. I think we focused quite heavily on his Stark aspect of things, right? Lord Gormir. Gormir Stark. You are our current character's son, which of course I knew. 95 gold. God damn it, Gormir. If we manage to fabricate a claim on the north, which again I'm very skeptical about whether or not we can actually do, if we manage to fabricate a claim on the north, the cost is going to be enormous. It's going to be kind of ridiculous. What faith are you? Are you Faith of the Seven? What is that shield? Trios. It's Tyroshi. But they've got House Umbar's. What happened to the Umbers? Hello? The Umbers are gone. House Umber is just wiped out. What a mess. Ooh, the Shadow Tower is advancing in its colony. That's fantastic. So as soon as we get that done, we just stick Mylara on collecting taxes. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. There is no longer a Stark in Winterfell. That person was a Bar Stark, so it was allowed. How did that just happen? And now that there is no Stark in Winterfell, we have gained a claim on the Kingdom of the North. We've just got it. The game just gave it to us, right? Oh my god, it just gave us the claim. It just activated. Because there's no longer a Stark in Winterfell. I mean, there is. It's a Bar Stark, but it doesn't count and the North is gone. The North isn't owned by them. How the fuck did that happen? Lord Paramount Garth of the Reach took it? In a war? History. Garth conquered it in a war. The Reach conquered the North in a war. I don't even know how you've done that. So what the hell's going on with the Iron Throne then, if now the Reach control 2 of the 7 kingdoms? You are at war. You're invading Lorath and you're about to finish your war. Honestly, while the king is distracted, maybe now we march on Winterfell. This guy's got 20,000 troops total. Top levy of top liege, 38,000. Gunther of Old Town has 12,000. The North has 8,000. My god, it's actually true. It does say, again, 20,000 there, but the top liege is actually 38,000 when he calls everybody in. 38,000 is formidable. Now, we've got 71,000 troops, but don't think that's like, oh, 71,000 is clearly a larger number than 38,000. We're wildlings. We're a backwards culture. Troops are less effective. We'd have to bait them up here. But it's an invasion. Well, it wouldn't be an invasion. We'd be pushing a claim, actually. Press all claims. Because we fabricated a claim on Winterfell and the Duchy, if we just claim the North, we take the North and she'd become our vassal. But because we fabricated those claims, wow, it wasn't a waste after all. Because we fabricated the claims, not only will we get the Duchy of Winterfell, which is represented by this stuff here, we would also get Winterfell. It would come back to us. And then we'd have a united North. And we get Skagos too. Which is interesting, because I brought this up before. Skagos-y culture is still old. It still is first man. It still counts as basically wildling, but it doesn't count as a backwards culture. So it's got all the benefits of our wildling culture, but with none of the drawbacks. It's kind of syncretic in that way. It's kind of the halfway point between being Northman and being firstman, but we don't get any of the negatives. So I think that could be a really interesting way to take the culture, you know? It's kind of that nice middle ground. Anyway, do we go to war? I'm not sure we could pull it off, even with this many troops, and we've only got this army once. Are we going to be able to pull this off? 71,000. Shadow Tower can potentially provide another 1,000 men, though. Oh, man, this is... but hear me out, though. We've got one of the best commanders ever. Eddard Stark, 17 years of age, eager to prove himself. 26 friggin' Marshal. We give him Longclaw. We give him Longclaw. We give him his grandfather's armor. the Targaryen armor. And we have him lead the troops to take back Winterfell. Eddard Stark. I like it. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Give him the sword. Longclaw is yours. Enjoy it. Let's also give him the Targaryen armor. Take it. Little Eddard, this is for you. We're going to war. We're going to take back Winterfell. Take it. Let's give him... We give him the pelt. The ruby can't use... We can stay in Castle Black and use mysticism and divine from the glass candle and use all sorts of magics and ancestral worship to make the war go good. And he can be on the front line. Eddard start leading the troops. Set him up. Set him up for greatness. And then we would never have to worry about a succession problem. We don't have to anyway. They already respect him. They already love him. But then if we take it even further, he proves himself on the field of battle. Now, this is a real Game of Thrones moment, potentially in the waiting, right? Game of Thrones moment, this guy would die on the field of battle. That's just what would happen in the story. But let's see. Maybe we can beat it. I think we have to go for it, don't we? Before we do that, worship the ancestors. Guide my sword in battle and let me conquer my enemies. We're gonna worship the ancestors. She's gonna hack off an arm. She's a mystic. She's a mad zealot mystic. Of course she would hack off her arm in favor of the ancestors. Oh, how thoughtful. Thank you. She sent a gift. Much appreciated. It's under prestige. She's a respected seer. Can we do anything else before we head out? Commissioner Sepulchre in favor of Jon Snow. Jon Snow raised one in Rhaegar. We'll name one in the name of Jon, and then Eddard would raise one in the name of Arya. I think that seems reasonable. If we declare war, we can get the giants on our side. I think we got to do it. The music's on my side too. Press the claims. We're now at war with 2 of the 7 kingdoms, the richest of the 7 kingdoms and the largest of the 7 kingdoms. So this has really put us on the back foot. Right. Recruit the giants. The giants will be up for it. You know the giants are good for it. They are going to love this war. Do we... Let's merge them. This is nuts to suggest this, but I can't think of how else we're going to defeat their massive armies otherwise. If we merge those troops, are they going to die to attrition? It doesn't look as if they are. That's actually nuts. Let's make sure our commanders are phenomenal. And I'm thinking of the new guy, Eddard, of course. Wow, we've got some fucking great commanders, though. Put Eddard front and center. And then to his flank, we have Sveinar. 27 Marshal. Can we find another Marshal capable of helping lead these troops? Let's take a look here. Marshal, join court, preferably. Somebody didn't quite understand what I meant when I was like, if only there was a way to set the filter to be able to see the people who will maybe join your court. And they're like, just scroll through the list. Okay, let's do that. Where are all the people? No, obviously I meant it to have it so that we can only have people that I could bribe to our court so that I didn't have to scroll through the list. That's the whole bloody point of filters. Let's bring in this giant commander. He'll help us out. Magrum isn't bad. We can set up sub-commanders for sure because we're going to be raising our own troops too. Bring them all in. Let's set a rally point in Castle Black. This is the rise of the Wildlings right here. Get him down. How much supply have we got in Castle Black? 23,000. I guess they just don't take attrition. That's the only suggestion I've got here, because this doesn't make any bloody sense. Mylara is a fantastic commander. I think we bring her back from overseeing construction to do what she does best and stand on our armies. We're going to put her on the flank, though. Because I think I want Eddard front and center. She trained him. I want him front and center. He's got the armor. There's the memory of Jon. Very nice. If we march on Winterfell and clap Winterfell, that will give us plenty of benefits. We've just got to be careful we don't leave Castle Black undefended. Or at least not for too long. Are they bringing boats up? What the fuck are they doing? Are they actually sending galleys to Castle Black? That was unexpected. The ever-improving economy of the realm, it is improving. Just not for you, really. The army of Lord Jaffa. Jaffa, you shouldn't have bothered. My man, you've sent 600 men. Now, I don't know quite relatively the ratios of, you know, bad wildling troops, a backwards culture troop modifier versus theirs. We're going to have to try and figure out kind of what is a sensible battle to go for. It's going to take a little bit just experimentation here. You know, can 70,000 men go up against 37,000 men with good commanders and win? I have no idea. I don't know the kind of ratios for that. I don't know the negative. Do we actually get to see the modifier at all anywhere? Wildling Warlord gives a bunch of bonuses. That's always nice. We get a lot of morale bonus from that, though. 50%. Fuck me. That's huge. Can we have a look at, say, the troops and see some sort of breakdown? Nothing. What if we go to our military tab? I was just trying to think, where would you even see troop stats mid-game? I don't think you bloody can. Wars between the great powers around have subsided, but our own wars continue. We will remain independent until that is complete. Yeah, there's no way to actually see modifiers, is there? Tragically, no. Alright, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Right. Squad, they are coming up. Let's head straight for Winterfell. Let's just beeline it. 71,000 wildlings marching on Winterfell would be supreme. What we aim for... Oh, shit. We're already taking attrition. Split the troops. You head that way. What we're aiming for, of course, is... Let's get to White Peace as soon as possible, because I think this is very dangerous. I think this is a madman's war. You know what? Look, I appreciate that you 605 want to help out. I think it's a little late for that, though. Let him rot. We do not concern ourselves with the troubles of men, says Dardo Wan One Tug. Well, if you want Tug, you can do it in your own time. It's just god-awful. Just god-awful. Focus on the war. How about you focus on the fucking war? Right, how are we looking? Men, stand down. We're already taking attrition. Okay, we're going to split the troops down further. The problem is, this is the army I was going to beeline it to Winterfell with, so let's just be very careful. Let's not divide them up too much. Let's keep one eye on... I don't want to split the armies up too much because we've got really good commanders. Oh my god, they're taking attrition there, so you just have to move south. Okay, come down through here. We could assault, to be fair. Use the army of 38k to assault down. Bring them round through Winterfell. Oh, nice. Holy shit, I thought I was going to say we got an infection then. Right, maybe start knocking some places down. Maybe a kind of fast war would benefit us a little bit better. I think let's move these troops back up. And let's just kind of keep them hovering around Castle Black. 17,000 on the defense force led by Arya. All our best commanders are there. Why are you there? We need you sieging Winterfell, for God's sake. We can't even auto-balance the unit. Eddard and Mylara. I trust them the most. House Stark taking out Winterfell seems appropriate. Don't burn it down. Don't assault it. That's our ancestral home. Let's try and keep that in one piece, if that's alright. Val? Whatever. We're probably going to leave the skin change exercise just because, again, what I said last episode doesn't actually do anything. Doesn't do anything at all. I actually cut some of the features of the mod out, a lot of the events, because they are a little bit more intensive on the game. Which is probably partly the reason why it's... almost entirely the reason why it's running faster, because the save game pruner didn't bloody do anything. And there was a mod I got from the workshop that basically all it does is lower birth rates and check all the courts to be pruned. Ooh! Oh, it was 10 gold. Well, my eyes lit up, and I was bamboozled. As long as we keep the smaller army close to the bigger army, I appreciate the 59 troops that genuinely came up all the way south. I was going to disband them. They deserve to be part of this. Okay, blitz that one down. Then let's head up here to Brandon's Gift. I would go up through that way. I know which way I want you to go, thank you. Don't argue. Winterfell is about to fall. That would be a big chunk of war score. It was not. It was not a big chunk of war score. Why? That was Winterfell. Alright, well, just keep going out there sieging. What we need... Oh, they took Molestown bloody fast. Holy shit. Arya, she's a good warrior. I think she can keep this going. Subcommander, Theo. Subcommander Theo, you'll do. What we need is some battle war score. Realistically. Let's see if we can hit those troops. And let's counter siege on Molestown. It's going to be a difficult war, isn't it? Oh, vomiting is not good. Not just as we start the battle. Cancer. Oh, God. Abstain from food. That sounds like a bad idea. I'm no doctor, but that doesn't sound like a sensible cure, my man. Let's go take back Molestown. And we've just got to be patient at this point. Lose honest. Ooh, I like that. That goes better with Master Schema, huh? Let's move you guys up. That we might as well knock down. Clamp Lady Jean in irons. Good. There's one more down. I think what will be the big problem is if they go for Castle Black directly. That would really mess us up. To ease your pain, Uncom had you write down the names of your worst enemies when nobody's looking, toss the parchment into the fire. Better them than you, my lady. You're an idiot. I feel like we should hire a different doctor. Oh, it's fever. Ooh, there's 11,000 men. Okay, swing those guys round. They've caught our troops. Ooh, that was unfortunate. That was a big, big loss there. Shit. Too busy focused on the other bloody army. That's why the AI has a decisive advantage. What do you mean you can pause the game? No, you can't. I think I know that. Ooh, silver mine. Hey, that's a big amount of cash. We could hire some people if things get really, really sticky. It's the flu. Don't worry, it's just the flu. We got ticking war score. We're about to hit a big, big army there. 8,000 troops. That is like the chunk of their army. That's a massive chunk of their army. Successful treatment of the flu. Nice, +2 cancels it out, basically. That's good. Don't really care if you've formed an alliance with Yellow Dog. 32,000 versus 7,500. And we absolutely annihilated them. I think I don't need to be quite as afraid of the Wildling troop negative as I thought we would have to be. Looking at it. 39%. This is looking very much in our favor. 44% and their troops are getting clapped left, right, and center. Hold your ground. Stand your ground. We've got him. We've actually got him. That's another 10,000 troops dead. Well, 7,000 troops to be specific. Oh, look at the war score now. They have balls this right up. I mean, we're obviously far more adept at fighting in the north. We're much more adept at fighting up here in the cold. The Shadow Tower is complete. Oh, my God. It's just victory after victory. Now, hang on. Because we're taking the north, I don't think we will actually gain back both of these because they don't count as the north. They count as the Night's Watch. Because we're pressing all claims, those weren't claims. Those were de jure claims. Not fabricated claims. Not claims that we have personally. That's just part of our de jure territory. That's a separate war. I don't think we'll get those back. Which is a bit annoying because I don't know why they got them in the first place. But hey. Nice. The flu is gone. Holy shit. She is like... She lost her injury. She's lost the flu already. The war is going so smoothly. Unless there's some mad Game of Thronesian plot twist coming up. But I think we've got this one in the bloody bag. Last Hearth is fallen. Let's clap this and then turn around and take their troops out. 69%. Nice. 1,400. I mean, it's all in Battle War score now. So if we see any big armies of theirs, we just need to go for it at this point. 72%. Might as well knock that one down fast. I'm hoping they've got some big old armies kicking around somewhere. Let's have a look at their vassals here. See if they've got anyone leading troops. You do, but I'm not interested in him. What are you? They could be on ships. Leading troops in Cape Feast. Yeah, they are on boats coming up. So keep an eye out. Let's just keep an eye on that west-hand side. And we still got a little Eddard leading the troops here. I say a little Eddard. He's like a 30-year-old man. Do we want to improve city vassal relations or feudal vassal relations? I mean, feudal vassal opinion is probably a bit more appropriate. Even though I don't think it'll make that much of a big deal. Special character actions possible. We can tell some of our vassals to end their war. I'm not going to bother with that midway through. Yeah, sure. Let's unveil a plot. There you go. Might as well reveal the plots from the glass cannon whenever we've got, just in case it's assassination or something like that. If we don't order them to stand down, one of our vassals, we're basically not doing our feudal contract. So they're going to get very upset with us. Did you seriously send 3 people via ships? That's a bolt. There they are. They're in Castle Black. No, they're not. They're in Craster's Keep. Why the friggin' hell are you going for Craster's Keep rather than Castle Black? Maybe I missed something on that one. Well, let's turn this army around as well, just in case. That is a gamble. 10,000 versus 8,000. And they have superior troops. That could be dangerous. I think it's still something we'll give it a go here. Also looting a lot of good stuff too. I don't think that's a fight I want to go for. So here's what we'll do. You give them the old razzle-dazzle. We'll move past. We'll go counter-siege Craster's Keep. A group of giants seem passing through my land. Leave them be. Leave them be. They've already said they don't want to join the war. Leave them be. We could have gained just from that, but that's okay. We're just going to respect them. She's zealous. She has a respect and I would say an adoration of all things old gods. The giants are not worried about... I'm not going to read that one. That was about a land that's on the other side of the planet. We don't give a shit about that. Where are you heading to, by the way? Are you going around to Crow's Edge? That's really annoying. That's the other side of the friggin' mountain. I guess we'll give chase. And then you will send to Craster's Keep. We'll catch them eventually. We know these lands. And they've got to stop to counter siege. Winter's coming. That was bloody fast. That was a fast summer. I wish winter would come in real life. Jesus Christ. Slowly closing on 40 degrees in here. Just makes me want to... I wish I was in the north right now. Just jumping in. I'd jump in the snow, hang out with my buddies, the White Walkers. Be chilly boys together. I'm not getting involved in the bloody whatever that was. Right, here you go. 30,000 led by Eddard versus 8,000 of the Reachman army. This will be a battle that will decide the war. It's a battle that will go down in Wildling history. 100% war score. And that, my friends, is the North reunited. Garth Hightower, return to the south. You little pompous man. Piss off. Oh, look at that. We have seized the High Lordship of Winterfell. After defeating Garth Hightower of the Reach, shall this territory be attached to the personal domains of Castle Black, or shall Lady Erina, I was auto-correcting in my brain to Eleanor, but then her name is actually Erina, should she be confirmed as a rightful holder? Now, because we have a claim, we will take it for ourselves, with no downside. We will also take Winterfell. And look at that. They, for some reason, kept this, and I'm not sure. Oh, it's a Merchant Republic. Oh, shit. They made a bloody Merchant Republic out of the last half. John Umber would be rolling in his grave. He probably is. And that's nothing to do with the White Walkers for once. How have you turned this into a fucking Merchant Republic? Like a Merchant Republic enclave. I'm not pleased about that one, fella. And they still kept the Castle Black, like I said, or the provinces in the Shadow Tower. Well, that was a war. That was a hell of a goddamn war. We keep the troops. Oh my god, we keep the Wildlings, even after a successful war. I guess it's a way to help you get a little bit of acceleration, right? Otherwise, that would be incredibly difficult. Let's resign our commanders then. Come home. Celebrate. Be with your families. And celebrate. Wowee. What a battle. Lord Eddard. I mean, just troops and troops and troops smashed by him. Deaths and battlefield duels, and my god, that really got him the experience he needed. 168 personal combat. What a legendary man. Let's... what do you think? We grant him Winterfell. We can make a new dynasty rule right here. So, when the Targaryens took Westeros, the Prince Apparent, the heir in waiting, got given Dragonstone. So, Robert Baratheon gave Stannis Dragonstone. That's just how it works. We could do a similar thing where the ruler always sits in Castle Black to act as that intermediate, that literal barrier between Northman and Beyond the Wall culture. To that again, poetic middle point there between the two cultures. What if... What the Old Gods Uprising? I am Old Gods, Hoarfrost. Oh, this is new Old Gods, not like old Gods. Try turn around. What if we gave Winterfell to Little Eddard? Manipulate his dreams. I don't want to manipulate his dreams. Oh shit, we've got some witchly magic. I want to give him Winterfell as I mean, a kind gift, to be blunt. How close are we to being able to reform the religion, though? Winterfell is under our control, but under not held by... Well, we've got 4 holy sites now. We're only missing Harrenhal. The possibility of reforming this religion becomes closer and closer. Hardhome, we need to build a temple. And it was 800 gold, right? I mean, our character's a zealous mystic. I think she'd build it. There you go. There's the money. So, Hardhome has a temple. That's our religion. Winterfell we can convert over. Castle Black lacks a temple holding, can never have one. So, that does pose a little extra difficulty. You start collecting taxes. Let's get you proselytizing in Winterfell. bring back the worship of not the old gods. They're more kind of Westerosi variant of the old gods, where, yeah, okay, the 7 are okay, but the old gods are good as well. No, the 7 are not okay. We've got to get rid of that shit. Let's have you perform in statecraft. Let's go out. Let's celebrate. What does it smell? I have to find out. It's the bloody alchemist again. Look at your wares. We could buy the blue wine. Sod it. Treat yourself. Why the hell not? Now we've got Shade of Evening, which sits in our treasury, and you have to have 10 learning, and you must either be a mystic, a warlock, a red priest, a warlock, a shadowbinder to be able to use it. And it gives +2 learning. And I think it's very appropriate for our character who's a mystic. You gotta treat yourself a little bit. She just spent 800 gold on a friggin' temple for her gods. And we are now back under the Iron Throne, right? Or not? Maybe it's just like telling us, yeah, you can, you know, help out your liege with their wars. We're not going to do that, of course. Ask for help with managing the turtles. No, we're going to give it to Eddard. Little Eddard. Firstly, we're going to marry you off. We're going to find you a nice lady. Powerful. Could we find another powerful lady and double down on the powerful nature of this dynasty? There are no other powerful people in the world. Strong works. Syncretic with that now because of the incredible mod Foundation by Mr. Samuel Streamer, which makes it so genetics are compatible in that regard. Who is she? Isla Stark, our niece. Marrying cousins together? I mean, this is the medieval times. It's not that weird. It's keeping the Starks in with the Starks, and it's not as if we're going to marry outside for alliances, is it? Sure. Starks to Starks. They both got good breeding. She's less strong but more attractive. Both got the same mental intellect. Both got those bloodlines going. They all descend from Jon Snow. What a dangerous and terrible idea. And then give him Winterfell. We can't give him Winterfell. Why can't we give him bloody Winterfell? Is it because it's like new administration recently conquered, that type of thing, or is there more to it? We can't give him Winterfell. Castle Black, Eastwatch, the new gift. I guess we could just give him the new gift then. It's a bit boring, but he needs to have land. Unlanded sons need land in this. They have to get it. Otherwise, we become tyrannical. It's just the expected thing to do. Give him the new gift, which is kind of a harmless one. Teach him how to rule. And then the ruler keeps Castle Black and Winterfell, the joint seats of House Stark. I like that. Okay, that also works fine. It wasn't exactly what I wanted, but that I think is also, again, very acceptable. Lots of people dislike us. That's not really to be expected, given that we just... I mean, we're wildlings, and we've basically just taken the whole north. We are in for rebellion after rebellion at this point. We've got the north. Taking the north was the easy part. Keeping the north is going to be bloody difficult now as wildlings. All of these feudal people are going to absolutely hate us. Let's search the realm. And let's search by opinion. And let's say ruler, yes. I mean, look. Basically, every single ruler who isn't a wildling absolutely hates us. This is going to be impossible to keep together. But we're House Stark. They've got to learn to love it. Can we culturally convert? In the Game of Thrones mod, no. That's why I'm thinking we've got to go Skagossi to even stand a chance of keeping this together. There isn't a reason to do it. I think she needs a reason to become Skagossi. I don't think she would just suddenly think like, yep, that's it. This is a nice middle point. Let's jump on. Although that is good, a reasonable way to do it. You know, maybe she'd say, okay, let's hit the books and figure out how the people of Skagos have managed to keep their wildling identity, but also adopt some aspects of the North. People are upset that we've given the new gift to our son. Sorry. I mean, if you don't like it, don't vote for him. Oh, wait, everybody still is. I'm sorry. Piss off. The people have spoken. The only two people not voting for him are idiots, quite frankly. Oh, the rebellions. We shouldn't be in this much debt. This is dangerous because we've got rebellions potentially hanging over us now. I think... Yeah, pay the debt. He says no. I think we'll leave it there for today. I think, actually, I'm comfortable enough continuing on as it is. I'm kind of surprised it has picked up speed, but of course, this was wartime. There was a lot to do. There was a lot to see. It was a lot of doing shit. It's the downtime that's the problem. If anybody has any suggestions, I'm all ears. If you found a fix to make it run a little smoother, I'm all ears. If you're a modder and you have any suggestions, I'm all ears. I'll do some poking of my own behind the scenes, see if I can optimize things a little bit here and there, maybe prune some characters manually at this stage, and we'll see how it goes. Anyway... Stick with it. That was a big... I mean, that was our life's goal, right? That was the dream. That was the dream. We fulfilled Jon's dream. This is massive. Way smaller than way bigger than I'm giving it credit for. I'm not going far enough. I think this was fantastic. Great work, team. Wasn't as hard fought as I expected, even though our numbers have taken a heavy hit. I mean, 20,000 Wildlings laid down their lives for that. Even more when you consider our levy, too. Well, we've got it. The North is ours. What a day.